see this in the Holy Land, where despite the truce announced in October, the civilian population continues to endure a serious humanitarian crisis, adding further suffering to that already experienced. The Holy See is especially attentive to any diplomatic initiative that seeks to guarantee to the Palestinians in the Gaza Strip a future of lasting peace and justice in their own land, as well as to the entire Palestinian people and the entire Israeli people.
Amidst the ongoing violence and bloodshed in the Holy Land, Pope Leo XIV recently spoke to diplomats at the Vatican, reiterating the Holy See's full willingness to support any initiative that promotes peace and harmony in the world. This week, the President of Israel, Isaac Herzog, met with Christian leaders at a time when visions for the region vary greatly.
Just a few months ago, I had the opportunity to meet His Holiness, Pope Leo XIV, in Rome. We discussed then what I repeat here now. It is the sacred obligation of all who believe in the God Almighty to reject hatred, to affirm the divine image in each and every person, and to build bridges across religious and political divides.
The annual Rossing Report, prepared by the Rossing Center, an organization for peace and interreligious dialogue, has for years monitored the violence against Christians living in Israel and Palestine through its Jerusalem Center for Jewish-Christian Relations program. And they documented 111 attacks of violence against Christians and clergy in Israel and eastern Jerusalem. This included vandalism against churches, monasteries, as well as violence and harassment against Christians. The survey also found that almost half of Christians under 30 want to immigrate from Israel.
I have been following with concern the data, dear friends, that suggests that many young Christian families are considering leaving the Holy Land. Some have left already. Their departure deeply saddens me because Israel is their home, just as it is my home and yours.
At the start of the new year, the Latin parish of Taipei, which is the last full Christian community in Palestine, published a memorandum. The document that was sent to the diplomatic missions outlines the deteriorating humanitarian conditions and legal situations in the town. It also summarized a series of attacks by Israeli settlers on residents in the town. Examples included vandalizing vehicles that belonged to residents, as well as harassment and intimidation, recurring closure of checkpoints, and ultimately creating an atmosphere of fear. The result, the memorandum publishes, is that families and individuals have been forced to leave over the course of the last 2 years. In a recent Vatican News interview, Cardinal Pierbattista Pizzaballa explained the current state of affairs on the ground in the Holy Land.
But there is not the active war. But people keep dying not only because of cold, but also because of lack of medicines and drugs. Antibiotics and all the basic medicines are still missing. They are a big problem. And the situation remains of total devastation.
In Rome, Valentina Di Donato for EWTN News Nightly.